Alright guys, so as you can tell, my lineup looks a little bit different. Aside from Megatronus and Prowl, we also have Starscream, MV1, Optimus, and Mirage at rank 4 now. And you guys might be wondering why I decided to take up Starscream, and I don't have any other good tactician. I was overflowing on tactician sparks, and with all these crystal openings that, I've had recently, I had a bunch of ore, and I decided, why not? Let's just take up Starscream. While I do, strongly recommend you go with someone like OG Prime. Starscream, he's not that good DPS wise, but he does have his uses, and specifically against characters that get a bunch of buffs. Someone like Prowl, Starscream would just destroy. But he's also extremely good against brawlers. They constantly generate attack buffs or armor buffs, depending on who you're going up against, and he has his uses. He's actually, pretty good. I like him. And we're gonna go over some of the abilities real quick. So some of you guys already know the null ray. It can, nullify any type of buff. It says it doesn't affect buffs from mods or boost, but sometimes it does, which is awesome. So yeah, hopefully Kabam doesn't fix that. And so the null ray, his basic range attacks have a 27% crit chance. Basic range attacks have a 100% chance to nullify an armor, melee, or attack buff. So these buffs, are always going to get nullified. The null ray though, the signature, any other type of buff, I know it also works against like Rhinox's shields, and I think shields in general. I haven't actually tested it too much. But I did go up against a Sharkticon, a tech Sharkticon, with the little shields that it gets, and it nullified him. So other buffs, I guess it works. Also, I think against Mixmaster and his like special damage buffs, his crit damage buffs, I think those work as well. Anyways, when an opponent's buff is nullified, the bot takes 85% attack as instant shock damage. That's actually pretty damn good. And then his heavy attacks have a 20% chance to inflict burn, dealing heat damage for 40 seconds. Enemy heavy attacks, cowards do survive. 5% chance that Starscream evades heavy melee attacks, because sometimes cowards do survive. It's funny. Special attack 1 increases range damage by 60% and range speed for 8 seconds, and special 2 has an 82% chance to armor break, applying 66% armor reduction for 7 seconds, and special 3 is the null ray basically, and it just nullifies up to 5 buffs of any kind. His special 3 isn't really that, doesn't do that much damage unless the opponent has a bunch of buffs that you can nullify. But aside from that, honestly I would just go with like special 2s, mainly for that armor break, just increase damage by a little bit. So we're gonna test him out in Rulers of Kaon right now against Grinder, and then later, I don't know, maybe sometime this week we'll try going up against Primal. The Primal fight's probably gonna be long, just because that instant shock damage, it does about 2,000 damage per buff that it nullifies, so it's not really too much. So it'll be a lengthy fight, but we'll see how it goes against Grinder, guys. So I'm gonna stop talking and I'll let you guys enjoy this gameplay. Alright guys, so that was some pretty bad gameplay, and you know, it's not a ROK gameplay without me getting hit by a special 3 from Grinder, so we'll go ahead and take it. But as you can see, Starscream, he has his uses when it comes to like nullifying buffs, but that's about it. I don't regret taking him up to rank 4. I do think though definitely someone like OG Prime or OG Megatron would definitely be able to out DPS this guy, even when it comes to like removing, you know, armor buffs in particular, like against Grinder. They would come in much handier than Starscream, but he has his uses, and I'm gonna start using him a lot more in like alliance missions, going against like the relentless assault path, or even not even that path. Going down some other paths, you know, I think he would do really well. Also in like 2.2, where Grimlock is on the power flow, I know there's Grimlock and there's a Grinder, so I think Starscream would do really well. And just in general against brawlers, he's really good against them. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on Starscream, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.